Hello guys, you're welcome to this website and e-commerce development course. This is a no coding required course, right? Like it says here, it's a no coding required course, and there's a bonus course inside here. So let me disclose that, right? So the bonus course is the e-commerce business itself. Okay, how can you go into e-commerce? No, even if you don't have any idea about e-commerce, even if you don't own a shop, how can you actually own an e-commerce business? Okay, so we'll be having someone who will take us through that aspect and you don't want to miss out. So my name is Chibueze KK and also known as Embrace. I'm a certified digital marketing specialist and I'll be the one taking us through building a website and as well building an e-commerce website. And here with me is Gordon Hajaka, is an e-commerce business guru. He's one of taking us through the e-commerce business itself. Alright, so if you want to contact us, you can actually follow through this contact list here to contact us, right? So you're welcome to this course. Once again, we have an assignment to make sure that we demystify the process of building a website and empower you to bring your ideas to life effortlessly. Right, so we would be giving you valuable resources and hands-on exercises, and there would also be a supportive community of fellow learners where you can actually join, okay, and then ask questions where necessary, right, and then reach out to people you should reach out to, right, and then see other people that are actually learning with you. So if you have any questions to ask, you can actually ask those questions through the community. Well, so these are the things we'll be learning in the course. How to purchase a domain and hosting, how to install free themes, page builder and plugins, how to design a website from scratch without racking your brain, how you can actually build an online store, how to integrate email marketing, how to make your website responsive on mobile phones, and then lastly, the e-commerce business itself. Okay, so let me introduce us now to some basic terminologies I'll be using in the course of this course. So number one is the website. Alright, so the website itself is a set of related web pages located under a single page, under a single domain name. Alright, typically produced by a single person or organization. I'll be telling us more about this domain name. In fact, this domain name is part of the terminology, so let me not talk about it here right now. So what we are doing basically is web development. Okay, so like it says here that web development is also known as website development. Okay, which refers to the task associated with creating, building, and maintaining websites and also web applications that run online on your browser. So what we are doing basically is to just create our website, is to build. So we are basically doing the web development aspect of it, right? So the next terminology would be um it would be domain name. Okay, so the domain name is typically your website address. So for example, facebook.com is a domain name, gmail.ng is a domain name, pinterest.com is a domain name, mbcreative.com is a domain name. So it's simply your website.com. You see, that is not hard at all. Alright, so the next one I'm talking about is the web hosting, right? So the web hosting is the process, it's how you purchase an accommodation for your website on the World Wide Web. Okay, it's more like you buying space for where your data will be stored, where your files, where your or images will be stored. So once you've gotten your web hosting, you have zero limitation. It means you can now make changes to whatever you want to make on your website, on your web hosting. You're not the one in charge. You can upload anything or plugin. Once you get your web hosting, you can create so many websites. As long as you've gotten your web hosting, you can create email addresses. Once you've gotten your web hosting, you can do and undo. All right, once you've gotten your web hosting. Okay, so we're talking about landing page as well. So landing page is a web page where your specific leads. Your leads are more like your customers, okay, or they are your potential customers. Okay, so your landing page is what determines if your customers would be retained or not. So I'm teaching us how you can actually build a responsive landing page, right, with a good lead magnet. With a good lead magnet. Now, when I say lead magnet, I mean, like the word itself says, lead magnets. A magnet, what attracts your customers, your potential customers? What do you have to portray? or show or display on your landing page that would attract your potential leads, your customers. Okay, so a landing page is basically important for conversion. That's the essence of you having a landing page for your business. It's basically for conversion. They come to your website or to your landing page just for one particular purpose, which is for you to get their details and then start engaging them. So the primary assignment of you having a landing page is so that you can convert those potential customers into your customers. All right, are we following? All right, so that's the basic assignment of you having a landing page. Now we're talking about plugins right now. So your plugins are apps or computer software that adds to the functionality of your website. So there are a bunch of codes that makes your website become easy to use, become more user friendly. Okay, like it says, you can download or purchase them to add or enhance the functionality of your website. Plugins they allow users to create powerful sites without touching any single line of code. So you don't need to learn coding. This is what plugins helps you to do. It helps to make the work very easy for you to do as a website developer without you choosing to code. So the next thing I'm talking about right now is what makes a good website. What makes a good website? Number one is that it must have a clear overall purpose. A clear overall purpose. What is the purpose of this website? Why am I creating this website? What impact does this website want to create? Okay, so it must have an overall purpose. Why am I creating a website that sells shoes, or a website that talks about healthcare? What is the purpose? So there must be a purpose for every website. All right, and there must be a purpose for every page you're creating. If you're creating a services page, what is the purpose for you creating that services page? If you're creating a contact page, what is the purpose of you creating a contact page? And every page you create must meet its purpose. Hope you understand. For example, if I come to your contact page and then I'm not seeing phone numbers, I'm not seeing an email address there, then it means that the purpose of me creating that page has not been fulfilled at all. So the next thing is high quality and relevant content. High quality and relevant content. So I'm not just creating content, I'm creating high quality and relevant content because I want to attract my customers. I want to keep them. So I must always be intentional about the kind of quality content I display and how relevant those contents are. Okay, so must have easy and logical navigation. How your customers can navigate from the home page to the sales page to the cart page, to where they need to make payments. It must have easy and logical navigation. It must be well organized. So the next one is the visual appeal. Of course, we're in a world where beauty is what attracts people. Okay, so if your website is beautiful to build, definitely it is going to attract your potential leads. It's going to attract your potential leads. Okay, so just like sugar automatically attracts ants. So that the same way to your website should be beautiful to attract your potential customers, right? So the next thing is high resolution images that supports the core message. High resolution messages, the images. You don't want to upload any low quality image, right? You want to upload high resolution images that have high quality, good quality. Okay, then you must have well thought out calls to action. Now this is more like what your potential customers or your leads need to do when they come to your website. For example, when they come to your landing page and then you tell them something like, for example, have you ever heard of a website that gives you all that you want? I'm just saying, okay, a website that gives you all that you want. Once you click on this button right now, you would get a gift instantly. So you've given them a reason for them to click on that button. it's called a call to action. For example, that button could be named claim this offer now. Claim this offer now. So once they click on claim this offer now, right, or it will lead them to a page, or probably on that same page it might lead them to a form where they need to fill in their details. So that button is called a call to action. A call to action must be a well thought out call to action. So not just giving out any call to action, you're giving a well thought call to action, like a call to action that you have thought about, like you've made your research, you've made your findings, you've done your SEO, and then you know that this call to action is what is needed. Okay, then your website must be mobile friendly. Oh, this cannot be overemphasized. It must be mobile friendly. How can your website must be able to be used by anybody on their phone, because we are now in a period in a time where you can't do without your mobile phones. So your website must be mobile friendly. It must have a good user interface. Alright, in other words, your website must be done in a way that is not just usable on a PC or on a desktop. It must be usable on the phone. It must have some buttons or some widgets that enable users to use them. Okay, now the next one is search engine optimization, which is your SEO. Okay, your search engine optimization is what helps your website become visible, is what helps your website become known, what makes your website become seen. So without SEO, you are invisible. No matter how good your services are, no matter how good your products are, without an SEO, your services, your product are invisible. Now, SEO is a cheaper way of you making your product seen or visible without you paying for ads, without you paying for any ad. Now, if you now have a very good SEO added to your ads, then that means that you now have a high advantage of making your website very, very visible. Okay, so the next one is the SSL encryption, which has to do with the security of your website. That's, like I said earlier, your SSL is your secured socket layer, which has to do with the security of your website. You don't want your website to be spammed or hacked. So what makes a good website is that, number one, it must have an SSL encryption. So we'll be going straight to what we need to know or do before we dive in. So number one, you must create your schedule guide using Google Calendar through the link provided below. So I'll be sharing this information in a PDF form, right? So all you need to do is just click on the link, and then to lead you to where you can actually create your Google form. Now this Google form would actually help you to create your schedule. You will know, or you should be able to know how and when it should be free or available to learn. I would also show us how we can actually create the Google Calendar in a video that we're posting. Okay, so to be part of the course, right? So you just need to all you need to do is to just create your calendar on how you can schedule your time to learn this course itself. Okay, the next thing you need to do before we dive in is for you to join our WhatsApp community. Okay, so by clicking on the link, so this link also will also be provided in the PDF that is attached to this video. So all right, so yes, so let's dive in. Are we ready, guys? So I'll be showing you how you can actually create your calendar through Google. Okay, so there's a link here called calendar.google.com. okay, as you can find, just click on this link. Now this document will be sent to you. All right, you would find it on this course. So all you need to do is just click on this link here, then it will direct you straight to the calendar on Google, where you can create your own calendar. Alright, so once it loads right now, I'll show you where you can actually create your calendar. Now on this left side here, where you can see this mouse hovering, alright, if you can see my calendar here, right, and then under here you can see other calendars. Just click on this plus sign here, then click on create new calendar. As soon as you've done this, you can name your calendar to something like web development study calendar. I'm just saying yours could be anything. So okay, so let's just say the description could be something like no coding required. And then let's say it's so important because this is what Google would use to notify you of your study time. Right, so I'm in West Africa, Lagos, so I'm choosing West Africa time zone, Lagos. West Africa time zone, Lagos. I'm choosing West Africa time zone in Lagos. Lagos. So right, so this is it here, right? West Africa Standard Time, Lagos. So I'm choosing West Africa Standard Time, Lagos, and then clicking on Create Calendar. As soon as I've done this, it just takes some few seconds to create my calendar, and few seconds more, voila, my calendar is already ready. So what I need to do is to edit my calendar a little for notification's sake, so that I could get notified. So I'll be going to event notifications, or the event notifications rather. Then I'm clicking on this add notification. Right, so I don't want my notification to come a day before. I want it to come on that same day when I want to study. So I will erase this one and select 0. All right, and then leave it at 9 a.m. Probably I want to study from 10 a.m. So I should be reminded by 9 a.m. All right, so that is okay for now. Now let's go back to the calendar. All right, so let's now edit our calendar. All right, so let me untick this first calendar here, and then focus on my web development calendar, so I can start working on each of my calendar days. Sorry. I need to change this to months. Yes, so I'm a month already. So I'm on Wednesday right now. So sorry, this is not the way it should be. I'm on Wednesday right now. So don't click on this number here. Click on the body of the calendar. So let me now give my my calendar a title, my schedule a title. So let's say for this particular day on the 20th of February or on the 20th of March, I want to just study the introduction to web development. All right, so I may just select a time here. Let's say the time should just be let's say by 10 a.m. so that I get reminded by 9 a.m. Hope you understand. Then I don't want it to repeat. I just want it to just be for that same day and that day alone. So I'll leave it on does not repeat, and then click on save. And then on the following day, I want to just do my assignments on introduction, what I've studied so far. I want to just do a little assignment, because we might be given an assignment on every course. So assignments on the intro. Alright, hope you understand. And then let's select the time. Let's say 1:30 a.m. Okay, then click on save. And then next day, which is 22nd, I want to study on how to install or on how to set up my domain and hosting. Right, so select the time. Let's say 2 a.m. right, this is okay, and then click on save. Right, so this is how we create our calendar. Right, you can continue on and on and on until you have done everything. Right, so all you need to do is just take a screenshot of what you've done, of the calendar you've done already, of the schedules you've created already, and then send it to us. So just take a screenshot. To find the screenshot on your laptop, there's a part called print screen on your keyboard. So just tap on it or press it, then to take a screenshot of your system automatically. So send out the screenshot or so that we would know that yes, you've actually set up your schedule already.